Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into a core concept in stock market technical analysis, that is support and resistance levels. So understanding these levels is crucial for any trader looking to make informed decisions. So what we'll do is we'll break them down in detail and show you how to use them with candlestick charts. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to like, share and subscribe so that you do not miss out on any new updates coming from us. So let's start with the basics. So support and resistance levels are price points on a stock chart where price tends to pause or reverse its direction. Support is the price level where buyers are likely to step in, preventing the price from falling down further. So think of it as a floor under the price. Resistance, on the other hand, is where the sellers are likely to emerge, hindering the price from rising higher. So it acts like a roof or a ceiling. So let's look at these things in candlestick charts. So I've logged in the web dashboard. So what you can see is that we have Nifty 50 chart over here, and we also have the Nifty 50 companies over here. So what I'll do is, for your analysis of support levels and the resistance level, I'll show you how it works, right? So let's take an example of Larsen & Toubro. So L&T, as you know, is a very big infrastructure development company. So we'll have a look at its chart and understand the support and resistance from here. Now, as we mentioned, that support is the price levels where the buyers are supposed to come in, right? So let's just change the time frame. The first thing to do is to know what time frame you have to look at. One thing about support and resistance is that the more larger the time frame you choose, maybe a daily chart or a weekly chart, the better the understanding of support and resistance will happen. Okay, I will take an example for today in the daily time frame, and then I will look at how the chart looks like. So for better understanding, I'll just zoom into the chart. Yeah, so this is the chart I have. It's the daily time frame, as you can see, and so I'm looking at a 2-year window, right? 23 to 25. Now, for a basic understanding, let me tell you, wherever the price has stopped going down and has bounced back is a support level. So support here we can see this, you can see this point over here is a support, this point over here is a support, this is a support, right? And whereas if I talk about the resistance, so this is a resistance level, this is a resistance level, this is a resistance level, this is a resistance level. So this is a basic understanding where the price has not gone up further, but it had made a breakdown. So this is known as a breakdown. From here, this level, it has come down over here. So this is a breakdown. So how do you define it? Okay, how do you define these things, right? So I will take another chart, and now I will, in a step-by-step manner, make you understand what exactly is this scenario, right? What we usually do is, when we are taking a daily time frame, we first have the outlook what we want to get. So I'm taking a 2-year outlook, as you can say, almost 2-year outlook. Now I want to know, number one step is choosing the time frame, which you already did. Number two is choosing where the bounce back has happened for the support, right? Finding those support points. So I will first, I'm not following a trend here, guys. Okay, I'm just following where the price of that stock has given a breakout. So you can see this point over here, this point over here, this point over here has always given a breakout. So what I will do, I will just add a horizontal line to it, right? So this is the level. So 3316 is the level, almost around that. Plus minus, we always have sort of standard deviation. So plus minus X would be the deviation in which the price would come till there, hold on for a minute, consolidate a little bit, and then either have a breakout. That if it is a breakout, it will go somewhere like this, somewhere like this. If it is a breakdown, it will go somewhere like this, right? It went further down. Now you've understood, okay, this is the support level and it will test. So one key thing over here is that, so these levels that I'm talking about, right, 3300 levels or the resistance levels I spoke to you about. So these levels aren't magic. They are based on market psychology. So when a stock price drops to a support level, the buyers see it as a good deal or a good opportunity to buy. They see it as a good deal to buy, and their buying pressure can stop the decline. So let's say if it comes to this level, and it has always been tested that it cannot be fallen below this for multiple times in the past, right? let's say I'm at this position over here, and I have already known that when it was here previously in 2 levels, it did not fall more, right? So I can take it as a hint here that, you know what can happen is that this stock can go further up. It can give me a good rally and good uptrend over here, right? So that is my support level understanding. The price will fall till here, then the buying pressure, the bulls will come into the market and make the trend towards the positive side. So this is the understanding of what a support is. So what happens next when they have taken a good deal? Let's say they have bought it here. So it will go up, they will stay in the market, right? So when the price rises to the resistance, right? So where is the resistance over here? I'll create another line. This is the sort of where the maximum points have given a breakdown. This has given a breakdown, then it went down. This has given a breakdown, it went down. This has given a breakdown, it went down. Here it did not. It broke that resistance level, went to another level of 3900 and then came down, right? So this is an outlier over here. But if we see here, this is the resistance level that I'm talking about. One here, one here, one here. So these 3 are the resistance windows. So as he mentioned, when the buyer comes to the support level, right? When they are at the support level, they buy more. When they buy more, then they are looking for an uptrend. So when the prices rise to the resistance, seller takes profit around this. They may take the profit, and when they take the profit, they sell, right? So causing the price to fall. That is the reason, right? When you see that, okay, I have booked my profit. Now the sellers are in the game. Then the bears have taken over. Then what happens next is you get a reversal in trend. And this, my dear friend, is a perfect example of how a reversal happens. So this is the reversal over here. It gives you a reversal over here. So this is what exactly is support and resistance levels. So not only in this particular thing, I will give you, let's take another example. Let's take Paytm as an example. 19 Communications, Paytm. So let's look at what are the other things to look at in a pricing chart. So what do you look at more, right? This is again a daily time frame. And we can see that there are no resistance levels as such because it is increasing and decreasing. Then it became the highest point for this and then it came down. So this is the general trend over here. So it's increasing. It's a making a high then coming down, making a high then coming down, making a high then consolidating, making a high then coming down, making a high then consolidating. So how do you define the support and resistance over here? One simple thing to do over here is first to know what this is. This is swing highs and lows. So this is a swing. It goes up, then comes down, goes up and then comes down. So one of the primary ways to spot the support and resistance is by looking at the swing highs, right? So I will create a trend line over here which matches all the highs it have created till date, right? So passing through the maximum possible points. This is the maximum possible points. So what this is basically telling me that, you know, this is the line, this is the trend line and maximum points just fall on this. So a swing high is the peak that the price moves before declining. So it moves here, then it declines, right? Similarly, it would have a resistance as well, right? So this would be the resistance and this would be the support that I'm making right now, right? What is the support? It comes down till here in this trend line. This is the trend line, then it goes up. Then it comes down, then it goes up, then it comes down, then it goes up. But it is following this particular pattern that it is in this particular channel, it is revolving. This is the channel it is following. It goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. The stock, mind you, is going continuously up if you look at it. It went from what, 313 levels, let's take this 377 levels till the trend continued till what level? Till almost about 900 levels. So it is threefold the thing, but it remained in this channel throughout, right? So in this one, what do you see? You see of that you create two trend lines. One is the support line. This would be the support line. And then this is the resistance line. So whenever it touches that, it comes down. Whenever it touches, it comes down, right? So it becomes a channel for you to trade in. So this happens when a stock is continuously in uptrend for a longer duration of time. Like let's look at the weekly chart for this, right? So weekly chart is somewhat similar. It's following one channel. But if you notice that if you took an example of a daily chart, it was more clear. If you take an example of an hourly chart, it's even more clear. You can spot the peaks more carefully and more clearly you can see the pattern of swing highs and swing lows. So this would be the support and resistance for a swing trade if you have to take a swing channel is created. So the next thing to know is that how do you know the strength of support and resistance, right? The strength of support and resistance is basically the number of times it has tested. So it has tested over here 1, 2, 3. Let's just create it in our same daily frame, and then we look at what are the times it has tested. So if I take this example, it has tested what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here 10, 11. Around 11 times it has tested this levels, right? So the strength of this support and resistance, why do you believe in support and resistance for this particular stock, would be the number of times it has been tested, right? It has tested number of times. Similarly, in this case what we were talking about, it has been tested 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it is that psychological unit that whenever the trader comes to this level, they will either try to sell more or to exit the positions that they are in. So basically they'll sell it, or if it is a short seller, they will just sell this part over here and then buy it back again here. Then the volume, right? You can look at the volume levels. Whenever there is a trend reversal, you see the volume change. That is what happens when the strength and resistance comes in play. The duration of these formations, right? How much time it has taken, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then it has consolidated a bit. So when it's in an uptrend, how many days it takes, right? So the duration since the formation, if it is a very old, let's say 1 year long trend that is being following, it is the strength of that support and resistance. You can give more weightage to understanding the strength and resistance for that stock. Also, let's look at the limitations and challenges. So it's important to remember that identifying the support and resistance can be subjective. Okay, so different traders might draw different lines. Also, these levels aren't foolproof. For example, in this case, it went beyond it, right? It is not foolproof. The volumes on the bullish were too bullish and it went up till 3900. So this is the limitation and challenge of support, that okay, it is a psychological level, it is the levels that are there, you can draw lines, but they aren't foolproof, right? They can break as well. So prices can break through them, and what was once resistance can become a support. So for this particular trend, right, once what was a support, then it became a resistance for this one, right? So it can be interchangeable. A support can become a resistance can become a support in the longer run. So these are interchangeable as well. So one thing, it's important to use these levels as a part of a broader analysis if you are doing, and not the only factor in your trading decisions. So this is one must thing you need to take away, that this is not everything. This is a part of your analysis when you are analyzing a stock from its technical point of view. So this was all about support and resistance. I hope you had good learning. I'll see you in the next one.
Investments in securities markets are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.